Ani, Colleen Medicine, Indigenous Cause. I'm here with the Sioux Tribe Language and Cultural Department, and today we're pleased to bring you our 20th virtual Anishinaabemowin lesson. And today's lesson is Seeing Things in Sway, or Seeing Things 3.0, basically our third lesson on seeing things. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our instructors to give their introductions, and then they'll get right into the lesson content. Miigwech.
Ani Colleen, Miigwech Colleen. Naha, Susan, Indigenous Cause. Bidabenekwe, Anishinaabemowin. Maingen and Dodem, Minwa, Bauting Anishinaabek and Dodeben Dagwas. Means my name is Susan, Bidabenekwe and Anishinaabemowin. My clan is Maingan, and I belong to Sioux Tribe in Bauting and Donjaba. Meanwhile, Bauting and Dada. I'm born here and raised here in the Sioux, and I still live here. Ngii Kinumagekwe, Megwa Ngii Ashkwanaki. I was a teacher, but now I'm retired. Meanwhile, Ndagete Nishnabekwe Ndebis. So it means I'm an old lady now, and I'm proud of it. I'm lucky. It means I'm lucky. Nahau, Gintampo.
Ani, bonjour. All Blondeau, Kas, Mainga, do Nishnaabe, no swin. Ba Teng Donjaba, Scandia, and then Da, Begizit, and Do Dam. I'm Paul Blondeau. My native name is Maingan. I'm Sioux Tribe. I live in Scandia, Michigan, and I am Eagle Clan. How? Kingdom Shirley.
Ani Kinawoya, Shirley Recollet Indigenous Cause. Mookmaan, Manitoulin Island, and Donjaba. Bagting, Dada, Wawashkish, Dodem, Minoki Bikwe, Dodishnaabemowin. Hi, my name is Shirley Recollet. I'm from Mookmaan, Manitoulin Island. I live here in the Sioux. My clan is Deer, and my Indian name is Springwater Woman. Nahau Cecil Kita.
Anin, Bojo, Cecil Pavlat, Indigenous Cause, Gigudang Wasa Nin, Ojibwe Minoa Jaganashi and Dao, Jijukando Dam, Bao Ting and Don Jaba, Minoa, Bao Ting and Dada. My name is Cecil Pavlat. I'm Crane Clan, born and raised in Bao Ting, place of the Rapids, otherwise known as Sault Ste. Marie. Nahau, Majtada.
Aha. First I'll say, welcome to Sioux Tribe Language and Culture Department. And this time, as Colleen said, it's our 20th lesson online. So this time it's our third time of seeing things. So Ani Kinawea, Ninsa, Susan. It's me, Susan. Gchinendame ga bijayik. Gchinendame ga bijayik. We are happy that you all came. So much tada. Let's start. Last time, what do we have? We had waabma. That says he or she is a live being. He or she sees a live being. Let's see, Jim saw it. Jim saw a squirrel, whatever. To talk about seeing things that are not alive, we use waabndaan. First, let's check the pronunciation. Look what it says, W-A-A-B-N, then D-A-A-N. It says waabndaan. Pretty soon it sounds, the B-N, it sounds an awful lot like an M, as regular human beings just pronounce that word. So today, we're going to continue spelling it like it is probably most correctly spelled, but we'll be probably pronouncing it as waabndaan, because that's how you'll probably hear it. When you look at the top of the word, it says waab-ma, and then waabndaan. You can see the connection if you look that way. If you look waabndaan, you don't really see that connection between those two words. Very common for us in this language to have a different ending for using when we're talking about something that's alive as opposed to something that was never alive, not alive. Now, let's see what we have next. So last week, we needed to have some vocabulary. This week, we need a little more vocabulary. Last week, our vocabulary was all living things. And this time, since we're talking about non-living things, we have to have stuff that's non-living to talk about. So here are some words. And the first one is very interesting. It says, Mizisi, that's a turkey. Wiiyaas is meat. So if I say, what are you having for Thanksgiving? And you say, well, we're having turkey. Which one of you says we're having turkey meat? Well, nobody. So the reason I'm mentioning this is a Mizisi is a turkey, and a turkey has a couple legs and it walks around and makes little waddle, waddle, waddle sounds. So Mizisi is a living thing. We would have to use waabma for that one, but our lesson is waabndaan. What are we going to do about that? If you take an animal and say we are going to eat its meat, well, then the wiiyaas is the word for meat. As soon as something is meat, it's not alive anymore. So that is not actually uncommon. In English, we have pigs, bokosh in Anishinaabemowin. But in English, we would say pig, but we don't say we're having pig meat for dinner. We say we're having pork. So the name for the meat of something is a little different. Same with beef. Beef comes from cows, so we don't say we're having cow meat for dinner. We say we're having beef, if you're going to say that. So it's not unusual for us to do this. Someone said, if you just say we're having turkey, then it would be like a live turkey is in your oven, and that would not be good. Someone said that would be called the living dead. So anyway, that's just a funny part of it. But the stories that are funny, those are the things that kind of stick in your mind. So for today, because we're using inanimate, not living things, we're going to say Mizisi wiiyaas. The next word is the gzhaabkizigan. The gzhaabkizigan is a salad. Now, let's suppose what kind of salad you're going to have. How about a fruit salad? Well, then you have all different kind of fruits all there mixed together. And you also could have a vegetable salad. No matter what salad you have, it's just a bunch of stuff mixed together. And so the word the gwan, it means to mix things up or eat things that are together. So the gzhaabkizigan is a salad. It's mixed up stuff. Next word is gravy. Biiyaas abo. Biiyaas is bread. Abo is a kind of a liquidy stuff. So in this case, you can probably imagine it this way, that someone is thickened up the liquid that you might have had in there. Some nice, you probably started with water and you did some other stuff to it. You want to thicken it up. And then you're going to add maybe some bread-ish kind of stuff in there. So that's what it literally says. Biiyaas abo, liquid bread. That's gravy. I love gravy. The next word is Mookmaan. Mookmaan. It is a squash. And our late teacher, Leonard, you could say after the person's name if they have passed. And we sorely miss him and all of our other teachers that have walked on. But Leonard would say that a kosman is any kind of a squashy kind of thing. So any kind of squash, including a pumpkin, which is a squash too, or watermelon or muskmelon, cantaloupe, any kind of thing like that. So all of that stuff kind of wettish on the inside is a kosman. Sometimes we can say kosmanande, which is orange colored, and because it'd be the color of a squash, particularly a pumpkin. Okay, the next one is a Mookmaan, and that is a knife. Chimookmaan people have said that Americans, the word for Americans would be Chimookmaan, a big knife. I don't know if we attacked people with knives. Did we do that? I thought we had guns by the time we were coming over here, but nevertheless, Chimookmaan would be that. Gzhaabkizigan is a kind of a like a tool for it's like a planer. It's a knife. So no matter how you look at it, Mookmaan or anything like mocha something is something to cut with. It's a knife. And the last one there is biinji. Biinji. That's a fork. Bidaka, it means to jab or stab something. And that is what we do with fork. So those are some ways of remembering. And I'm illustrating to you a strategy that's good for you to use, which is make up a story to go with the words you learn. Otherwise, they don't stick as well. It's just something in the nature of being a human being, that stories are what touch most people. Now, Colleen, if you want to switch us on to the next slide. We urge everyone to look at the lessons that we offered before this one. This is number 20. Gradually, over the previous 19, we helped you to pick up words and phrases that you can really use in your life. We don't want you to learn a whole bunch of stuff. You're just never going to use it, or you're going to use it way down the line or whatever. We really want to help you get it. So if you have had the time to pay attention to the previous lessons, it would really be helpful for you. Okay. All right, so in the past, here are some words that we have used, and so we'll use them again in this lesson. The first one is dopwin, the table. If you're making bread, you might put your dough on the table and knead it back and forth as people do with bread dough. So it might be a way to help yourself, dopwin. Gzhaabkizigan. I don't know how in the world you're going to remember that word. How I did it is to say that gzhaab sounds kind of like shove, and so you might shove stuff into the oven. But gzhaabkizigan is a stove. It could be a kitchen stove. It could be a wood stove. It could be the furnace in the basement. But it's a stove of some kind. And if it happens to be a kitchen stove, it very likely has an oven in it. So gzhaabkizigan also means oven because it's just a part of the stove. Makomi taswin. Taswin is a cabinet. We learned that before. And then makomi is ice. It's the word for ice. And I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember, but certainly I remember the Iceman coming to my grandma's house. Makomi taswin would be the ice. She called it an icebox for a very good reason. You opened it up, and there was a place for a slab of ice to go in. And the guy would come once a week, put it in there, and it kept things cold until the next week, and they took out what was left of that and put a new piece of ice in there. So that is an icebox. It literally means icebox, refrigerator. Noggin is a plate. And biinji is in the, biinji in the. And gzha on the. My whole job today was to help you with some new words so that you can make sentences. And now it's Paul's turn to help you make some of those sentences. Gintam, Paul.
Ani kinawaya nin sa Paul. Chinen da me ga bijayik. Majtada. Hi everyone, it's me, Paul. We're happy you all came. Let's get started. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. I saw the knife. You see the spelling on waabndaan. It has the BN in there, but when I say it, it'll sound more like waamdaan. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. I saw the knife. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I saw the knife on the table. We're doing a past tense here, so you see nin ngii. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I saw the knife on the table. Nagan, ngii waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I saw the plate on the table. Mizisi wiiyaas ngii waabndaan. Biinji gzhaabkizigan. Biinji being inside. I saw the turkey meat in the oven. Mizisi wiiyaas ngii waabndaan. Biinji gzhaabkizigan. I saw the turkey meat in the oven. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. Biinji gzhaabkizigan. Mookmaan, like Susan had said earlier, is pumpkin or squash, anything like a squash. So pumpkins or squash are mookmaan. Mookmaan, ngii waabndaan. Biinji gzhaabkizigan. I saw the squash in the oven. Gzhaabkizigan. Ngii waabndaan. Gzhaabkizigan. I saw the gravy on the stove. Gzhaabkizigan. Ngii waabndaan. Gzhaabkizigan. I saw the gravy on the stove. The gzhaabkizigan. That's something all mixed up. A salad. The gzhaabkizigan. Da waabndaan. Biinji mookmaan taswin. I see the salad in the refrigerator. Bidakkizigan. Da waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. You see, now we're using da. I am seeing it. Bidakkizigan. Da waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I see the fork on the table. Mookmaan, da waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I see the pumpkin on the table. Mookmaan, da waabndaan. Gidget dopwin. I see the pumpkin on the table.
Ani
Intam
kunugoya.
Shirley.
Ani kunugoya ninsa Shirley. Gitchinendam gabashaik. Hi everyone, it's me Shirley. Gitchinendam gabashaik. Happy that you all came. Matchdada, let's start. When we want to speak about a particular item, we can say that thing. Last week we practiced seeing living things. Nimorsh is the dog or a dog. Wa nimorsh is that dog. For non-living things we use we instead of we nagan ngii waabndaan. We nagan ngii waabndaan. I saw that plate. We. Next slide. We. So I'm going to say we. It's like it's over there. We. So something that's over there. We bedakjigan ngii waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. So we will be that. We bedakjigan ngii waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. I saw that fork on the table. We dugwajigan ngii waabndaan biinji komitaswin. We dugwajigan. Again, dugwajigan is a salad. Ngii waabndaan. I saw biinji komitaswin. Biinji is inside. Kusman ngii waabndaan biinji gzhaabkizigan. Kusman ngii waabndaan biinji gzhaabkizigan. I saw that squash in the oven. We Mookmaan ngii waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. We Mookmaan the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. Now, we Mookmaan the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. I saw that knife on the table. We kwishganabo the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. We kwishganabo the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. I saw that gravy on the stove. We kusman the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. We kusman the waabndaan gzhaabkizigan. I saw that squash on the table. Nahaw kitam Cecil.
Now, nin kinagoya, nin sa Cecil. Gitchinendame, gabijaek, majta da. Hi everyone, it's me Cecil. We are happy you all came. Let's start. If you see more than one item, you need to make waabndaan plural as well. So more than one item, I see them. So waabndaan becomes waabndaanan. Mookmaan, meanwhile, bedakjigan, and ngii waabndaanan. I saw the knife and fork. So you pluralize both. Next slide. Fun fact. Whenever you have more than one non-living thing, you can make it plural by adding the ending an, just like you do for waabndaanan. Nij bedakjiganan ngii waabndaanan. So nij, two, bedakjiganan, forks, I saw two forks. Nij naganan ngii waabndaanan gzhaabkizigan. Nij naganan ngii waabndaanan gzhaabkizigan. Nij, two, I saw two plates on the table. Gidja on. Open table. Now, Kusman minwa Mizisi wiiyaas ngii waabndaanan biinji gzhaabkizigan. Kusman minwa Mizisi wiiyaas ngii waabndaanan biinji gzhaabkizigan. I saw the squash and the turkey meat in the oven. So again, waabndaanan, plural form, you're seeing more than one thing. Nij mookmaanan ngii waabndaanan gzhaabkizigan. Nij mookmaanan ngii waabndaanan gzhaabkizigan. Nij, two, mookmaanan, knives, ngii waabndaanan, I saw them on the table. I saw two knives on the table. Nij dugwanjiganan nda waabndaanan biinji mekomitaswin. Nij, two, dugwanjiganan, salads, nda waabndaanan, I see them, biinji mekomitaswin. So I see two salads in the refrigerator. Now, so we hope you see good, nourishing food in your kitchens and on your tables as we enter the colder months of this unusual and challenging year. Gwech Bazindamuk, Thank you all for listening. Bama P. Follow our Facebook page at Sioux Tribe Language and Culture. Nahau. Bama P.
Bamapi.
Bama P. Mina.
Pamapi kinaguya, miigwech.